Everyone, please welcome Mark Cuban.
What if I told you that the difference between you and a billionaire isn't luck, but habits? The kind of habits that generate wealth while you sleep. Mark Cuban, billionaire, Dallas Mavericks owner, and Shark Tank investor, didn't stumble into wealth. He built systems that worked for him 24/7, even when he wasn't working. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 passive income habits that transformed Cuban from a scrappy entrepreneur selling baseball cards at age 12 into a business titan worth billions.
What was the first sale of your company? What was the amount?
$6 million. But the first thing I did when I closed the deal and we got the checks, and I got a lifetime pass on American Airlines for me and anybody else to go anywhere we want, first class for the rest of our lives.
Habit number 1, knowledge obsession. If you're not always learning, if you're not continuously learning, if you're not just absorbing as much as you can absorb, someone else is going to kick your ass. That's not just a Cuban quote, it's his life philosophy. But here's what most people miss. Cuban's obsession with knowledge isn't just about working harder, it's about building intellectual assets that pay dividends for years. When Cuban was building Broadcast.com, he didn't just learn the minimum required to launch a business. He became obsessed with understanding every aspect of internet streaming technology. This knowledge became his competitive advantage, an asset that generated returns when he sold to Yahoo for $5.7 billion. Even as a kid, Cuban was learning the fundamentals of business. He'd buy baseball cards, package them cleverly. You're guaranteed to have a Pittsburgh Pirate in this package, and sell them at 3 times the price. This wasn't just a cute childhood story, it was Cuban building his knowledge base from age 9. The passive income lesson? Knowledge compounds. Every book, podcast, and course you consume isn't just information. It's an investment that builds your personal intellectual property. The more you know, the less you need to actively work to solve problems, because solutions flow naturally from your knowledge base. Habit number 2, systems thinking. Work like someone's spending 24 hours to take it all away from you. This Cuban quote seems to contradict passive income, but look deeper. Cuban isn't advocating endless hustle. He's emphasizing the importance of building robust systems that protect and multiply your wealth automatically. When Cuban started his businesses, he didn't just build products, he built systems that could scale without his constant input. At Micro Solutions, his first major success, he created processes that allowed the company to operate efficiently even when he wasn't present. His early understanding of delegation and automation set the foundation for his later billions. The passive income translation. Build once, benefit repeatedly. Whether it's a business with proper delegation structures, automated investment accounts, or content that generates royalties, the goal is creating assets that work for you around the clock. Cuban's approach to the Dallas Mavericks reflects this systems thinking mindset. When he bought the team, there was no season ticket holder base. Instead of just hiring sales staff, he personally got on the phone. "Hey, this is Mark Cuban. I'm the new owner of the Dallas Mavericks." Why? Because he was building a system, one where everyone understood that no job was beneath the owner, setting a culture that would continue generating revenue long after those initial phone calls. Habit number 3, strategic paranoia. For every one of my businesses, I said, what would I do to kick my own ass? Cuban has a healthy level of paranoia about competition, but this isn't just anxiety. It's a wealth protection strategy that preserves passive income streams. Instead of waiting for competitors to disrupt his businesses, Cuban proactively identifies vulnerabilities in his income streams. When he heard students dismissing competition at a business plan competition, he was shocked. "You can't ever do that," he warned. "They're out there trying to take you down." The passive income application is clear. Don't just build income streams, fortify them. That rental property, have maintenance protocols and market awareness to stay ahead of neighborhood changes. That dividend portfolio, rebalance strategically and watch for industry disruptions. That online business, stay ahead of market trends and algorithm changes. Cuban's paranoia even extends to his own motivation. He asks, "Do I still want to do this?" Because he knows that when passion fades, someone more motivated will eventually outperform you. This self-awareness protects his passive income by ensuring he either remains engaged or exits at the right time. Habit number 4, value-based time management. Time is the only commodity we can't get back. Cuban understands that time is more valuable than money. He's famous for owning private jets, not as status symbols, but as time machines. Why? Because time invested properly creates passive income opportunities. When Cuban evaluates opportunities, he doesn't just ask, how much money will this make? He asks, is this the highest value use of my time? This ruthless prioritization allows him to focus on high-leverage activities that create recurring income rather than one-time paydays. Cuban's time management even influences his work schedule. Early in his career, he'd sleep only 3 to 4 hours a day, not because he didn't need sleep, but because he understood a fundamental truth. I would much rather be tired than poor. He recognized that time invested early would create systems that would generate wealth while he slept later. For your passive income journey, adopt this mindset. Evaluate every hour not by immediate payoff, but by the passive potential it creates. An hour building an automated system beats an hour earning wages. An hour creating intellectual property beats an hour consuming content. Cuban can tell you where he'll be months in advance because he guards his time fiercely. Habit number 5, contrarian confidence. When you walk into a room and everybody knows the answer, the opportunity's gone. Cuban made billions by pursuing opportunities others overlooked. When everyone said internet radio wouldn't work, he built broadcast.com. When experts claimed streaming video was impossible with existing technology, he found solutions. This contrarian mindset comes from Cuban's confidence in his own judgment, even when facing criticism. As Robert Herjavec notes from working with Cuban on Shark Tank, Cuban has no fear about being wrong. He's willing to make big decisions and go left when everybody else wants to go right. The passive income secret here isn't just courage. It's recognizing that the most lucrative passive income streams often exist where others aren't looking. The crowded passive income strategies, like dropshipping or affiliate marketing, become less profitable as competition increases. Ask yourself, what future passive income stream seems impossible today but inevitable tomorrow? These 5 habits create a powerful framework for building wealth that works for you. Cuban didn't become a billionaire through luck or even through active income alone. He built wealth machines that continued working long after his initial effort. As he says, you only need to be right once. But the truth is, with these passive income habits, you position yourself to be right repeatedly, creating multiple streams of income that work for you 24/7. Cuban's journey from selling baseball cards to selling the Mavericks for billions illustrates the power of these habits in action. He started small, built systems, protected his assets, valued his time, and made contrarian bets. All habits you can begin implementing today. The question isn't whether you can become a billionaire like Cuban. The question is, are you willing to adopt the habits that make wealth inevitable? Start today. Build systems, not just income. Invest in knowledge, not just stocks. Value your time above all else. And perhaps most importantly, look where others aren't looking for opportunities that could generate passive returns for decades. Because true wealth isn't about working harder for money. It's about making your money work harder for you. The only question is, what passive income habit will you implement today?